Good morning, all. Eric with Cruising Cheryl and Eric coming at you on this Thursday morning with all the cruise news you can use. Got a couple of interesting stories today, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, picture this. You're on Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady, relaxing, a nice calm sea day, and you happen to glance up and look at one of the TVs and you see a emergency message, attention, get to your sea cabin, get your life vest, dress in warm clothing, get your necessary medical prescriptions, and head to your muster station. Now what? Now you're kind of confused, because if you've been on a cruise before and you actually listen during the muster drill, you know that message is supposed to be preceded by the universal cruise distress call, which is 7 short blasts and 1 long blast of the ship's horn. But you didn't hear it. You look around. Some people are looking around with quizzical stares. Not everybody, just some people. And you don't know what to do. You're thinking, okay, is this an emergency? Is this a false alarm? What's going on? So, being the judicious people that you are, you decide, all right, let's get up, let's head to our sea cabin, and at least start following the directions and see what happens. So, Elio, really. Anyway, so you get to your cabin, you get your life vest, you start putting on some warm clothing, and then finally, the captain comes over the loudspeaker and basically says it was a false alarm. There was a crew training exercise going on, and the message was inadvertently sent to all TVs and the phone app and all screens of any kind. So relax and go back to enjoying the rest of your day. I'll bet that was a little bit disconcerting for passengers on board, but yeah, there was no emergency necessary. Everything was okay. The rest of the day went as planned. That would have been a little disconcerting, a little heart racing there, but all's well in the end. Everybody was able to go back to enjoying their day. Next up, Carnival Carnival Jubilee, brand new ship from Carnival Cruise Lines, obviously. Cleared one of the final hurdles necessary for its launch in December. So the Jubilee is, I want to say, the first ship from Carnival that's using LNG, liquid natural gas, as its fuel. So they finally, the ship's supposed to be, the ship's doing its maiden voyage coming up here in December 12th, maybe, right around there. And they just announced that all right, Elio, sorry about that. So the cruise line just announced, I believe yesterday, that they reached an agreement with a LNG fuel provider named Seaside LNG, that they will provide the Jubilee with its the fuel it needs, obviously, to sail. The ship, the Clean Jacksonville, operated by Seaside LNG, is going to move from Florida over to Galveston, which is where the Jubilee. All right, Elio, go away. Come on. From Florida to Jacksonville, because I'm sorry, to Galveston. That's where the Jubilee is going to be home ported, at least initially. So that's it's a good thing. It's a major step towards the cruise industry's goal of net zero carbon carbon ship operations by 2050. So Carnival's kind of at the forefront of that. Maybe not it's a step in the right direction to oh goodness, what's the wording? Basically, to make it to make cruising more sustainable and less detrimental to the environment. So that's a good thing. Next up, Royal releases a bunch of European itineraries for the 2025 and 2026 sailing years. They're going to have 6 different ships home ported in various parts of Europe for those 2 years. Let's see, the Allure of the Seas going to be home ported in both Barcelona and Rome. They're mainly going to be doing 7-night itineraries in Spain, Italy, and France. The Odyssey, oh wow, Odyssey of the Seas will home port in Rome. She'll be offering 7 to 12-night itineraries in Italy, Turkey, Cyprus, and Greece. The Independence of the Seas will home port in Southampton, offering 2 to 12-night getaways, stopping in Belgium, Denmark, France, and more. Voyager of the Seas will home port in Athens, Barcelona, Ravenna, Italy, and Rome. She's going to be moving around quite a bit, and she's going to be offering 7-night Eastern and Western Mediterranean itineraries. Explorer of the Seas is going to home port in Ravenna, Italy. She's going to be offering itineraries that stop in Italy, Croatia, Greece, and Montenegro. And finally, the Brilliance of the Seas will home port in Athens, and she'll be offering 7-night itineraries that explore Cyprus, Greece, and Turkey. Obviously, I need more coffee. And finally, Carnival unveils a couple of new West Coast cruise options. The Radiance and the Firenze will be sailing out of Long Beach, California in 2025 and 2026. The Radiance is going to be offering 3, 4, and 5-night itineraries, visiting Ensenada, Catalina, or Cabo San Lucas. And then the Firenze is going to be offering 7-day sailings to the Mexican Riviera, like Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, and Cabo. And one more story I forgot about. My apologies. Celebrity Cruise Lines finally takes possession of their newest ship, the Ascent. The Ascent was officially handed over to Celebrity in a ceremony in France. She's got less than a month until her maiden voyage. At the ceremony, there were roughly 1,400 crew members in attendance. Basically, are going to be hopping on board the ship and helping the cruise line with those final preparations. She's going to be sailing from France over to her initial home port of Fort Lauderdale to get those final preparations done. Supplies on board. Getting everything washed, waxed, and cleaned, ready for its guests. First, the maiden voyage, it's going to be a 7-night Eastern Caribbean from Fort Lauderdale, leaving on December 2nd. So she's got 3 weeks to get to Fort Lauderdale and get ready. So they got a lot of work ahead of them. And that's about it for Elio and I today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.